Hi, Spike. How are you?
Hey, you guys.
Hey, I really enjoyed the film. To quote a good old English phrase, it was my cup of tea, this movie.
I used that. You know, it's very funny.
Yeah.
After the Academy Awards, the BBC asked me what I think about. I'm not gonna name the film. I said, "It's not my cup of tea."
Yeah.
I don't know
I
if
mean,
you saw that.
yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that's why I said it. I'm not going to lie, but I loved the. I mean, firstly, just to begin, I just wanted to just say that the isolated Marvin Gaye vocals. I mean, that was just incredible. Have you seen that video of him doing? I heard it through the grapevine, a cappella before.
I have not.
Oh, you should see it. Check it out.
I'm gonna see it today, though. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So I'm going to begin. I mean, I was just wondering about the importance for you when making this movie and showing the role of the Black experience at war, because and the legacy of Black soldiers, because in popular culture we see the experience of white veterans so often and so frequently. Was this a chance here for you to try and readdress that balance?
Well, I don't know, and thank you for the question. I know that it's I'm readdressing it because one film is not gonna do it,
Yeah.
but I use this film as an opportunity and the privilege to show the viewpoint from the Black Vietnam vets. And that's what I made the film for. And I was blessed to show that we had 4 screenings for Black and Puerto Rican, excuse me. We had 4 screenings of Black and Puerto Rican vets here in New York City, and they all loved the film. And they all said, "Spike, what took you so long?"
Because I mean, if you watch the opening montage of the movie, which obviously shows the historic struggle that Black people have gone through in America, I mean, it felt so remarkably profound and so relevant right now. But how frustrating is it for you when you're putting together this archive footage that it still has so much weight in modern society?
It's very disturbing. And if I might add, it's disturbing to see the last 8 minutes of George Floyd's life. It's disturbing to see the last minutes of Eric Garner, and then having wrote the character Ray Rahim, which is based upon the real life murder of the New York City transit authority of graffiti artist Michael Stewart. So very disturbing.
Yeah, because I mean, I
And
know we.
then, and then like the caption I had for that short film called Three Brothers has the card, "When will history stop repeating itself?"
Yeah, because I was wondering. I know we've been here before, but this current, just from my perspective, it feels like this current wave of protest does feel significant. Maybe do you agree?
It's different. There's
Yeah,
something in the air, the feel, my eyes, my ears. This is a beginning of a revolution here in the United States of America, a movement. And people are taking to the streets, and it's bigger than just America. You guys had 30,000 Londoners, outside the U.S. Embassy, you tearing down statues of slave owners. They're marching in Madrid, marching in Copenhagen, marching in Barcelona, marching in South Korea. This is something that's it's a global force that's happening now.
and I mean, obviously, films like this are so fantastic in telling stories that a lot of people haven't heard before. And I'm just wondering too about how about the kind of the current Netflix release for this movie, because it seems to get bums on seats in cinemas and theaters. You need to have a superhero in your movie. I mean, you've got a superhero in this movie, but in the title of the movie. And I'm just wondering about how great it is to have for stories like this to be this accessible to audiences around the world.
Well, June 12th, this Friday, this film is going to be streamed globally across the United States of America. Before the world changed, the world premiere of The Five Bloods will be in Cannes, out of competition. We're going to have a theatrical release similar to what Marty had with Last Irishman, but the world changed. I'm just very happy that we're able to adapt. And I feel honored. I'm gonna use that word. I feel honored that the world's gonna see this film starting Friday, and it addresses why people are marching all over the world. I mean, you can't ask for better timing than that, but also understand that people, you know, it's not like people died with this. You know, there's 22,000. This is what I've been saying from the beginning, sir. I'm not going to complain about anything, any of my plans being changed. I'm not complaining about can, whatever. There are 20,000 New Yorkers who have died. They had plans. There's 120,000 plus Americans who had plans who died. Their planes changed. And many, it goes like that for the rest of the world. So I'm saying that from a humble position, and I'm just happy that my family's safe, because you know, we're living in, you know, we're going through two epidemic that's been here, and this new one, and it's a perfect storm, if you may say, of both of these, you know, pandemics.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Spike. I could have gone on for a lot longer, but I know you've got lots more to get through. Good luck with the movie.
Thank you, sir. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey, you guys.